What's your name? What do you do? And where are we?
I am Jomo Fray. I am the cinematographer of Nickel Boys, and we are currently in the MGM building for a screening of the Nickel Boys.
Would you like to tell me your last four watched?
I would love to. Okay. First off, I've got to say Zone of Interest by Jonathan Glazer. You know, there's so many lessons you learn in film school around shoe leather, don't have shots of just watching a person walk through the shot to walk to another shot that's plotting and it's not dynamic. But I feel like that movie does such an incredible job of just showing you that those aren't rules, those are prescriptions. And they're prescriptions because traditionally cinema wants to always be dynamic because dynamism is entertaining. But I feel like there's some of the scenes in that movie of just watching the Commandant move through his house that the plotting nature of that actually, I don't know, just really connects to the themes I think that Glazer is working with.
When I was watching Nickel Boys, I was reminded of the Zone of Interest. I can see how it may have maybe inspired you, even if maybe you shot it before Zone of Interest came out.
We did, but I think that is the grandest compliment I could ever hear about our movie, because I feel like literally the day I saw Zone of Interest, I texted Rebel and I was like, you need to see this movie. I feel like there's a conversation happening between these movies that I think was really interesting. Incendies by Denis Villeneuve. The first 15 minutes of that movie are like, Denis, leave some cinema for the rest of us. Come on. Denis is one of the great sequencers working today. His editing and his building of sound design is impeccable, and in that movie specifically, I think it's just a true masterclass.
And has it felt insane to be on the awards campaign trail at the same time that Denis is doing the same for Dune Part 2?
100%. This one might be a little bit of a curveball here, based on maybe my first two here. You know, I was on the plane recently flying. I was like, well, I'll put something on to kind of fall asleep. And I put on Anyone But You, and I didn't sleep. I watched the whole thing. I had to stifle laughter on the plane to myself. It was embarrassing. I think Glenn Powell, you could put this man in a white-walled room and he would somehow come out with charisma. Sydney Sweeney did a wonderful job. I had a blast.
And that's a good plane movie too, because they're on an airplane in a scene.
They're on an airplane in a scene. Film number 4 is Problemista by Julio Torres. That movie is whimsical, thoughtful, funny, poignant. Tilda Swinton's performance in that movie is amazing. It was inspiring. I left being like, oh my God, I love making movies and I need to get on side and make something else. I love the segment. I love Letterboxd.
Yes, we love you right back. You crushed it. Whew.